let's create a specific person story. You know, so many people want to get back with the love of their life. I mean, guys want it, women want it. It doesn't matter who you are, everybody wants love. Well, the first thing you got to do when you create your story is be 100% authentic, real, true. So, I'm a city girl. I was born in concrete. I should die in concrete. But I look really cute in hats. And when somebody sees me in a cowboy hat that I look really cute in and a pair of cowboy boots, they're like, oh, you're a country girl. And most of us would say, yep, I'm a country girl. Nope, not me. I'm going to be like, no, I'm a city girl. They're like, oh no, look at you. You're a country girl. Nope, I'm a city girl. I am definitely 100% city girl. And they're like, no, really, you're a country girl. It's like, yeah, no, not a tournament's chance in hell am I a country girl. I'm not going to pretend that I'm a country girl. I was born in concrete. I will die in concrete. My feet belong in the city. I just look cute like this. And that's what I tell people. Because being 100% real and creating the story is based on your reality. So I can't be in your reality and I can't walk behind you 86,400 seconds a day and tell you what to do. So a basic, generic, specific person story that you can go off of that I'm going to create for you. This is Susie, your beautiful swan queen. Welcome back to the garden, my beautiful ducklings. Subscribe, smash the like button, share my videos. I would greatly appreciate it. So my techniques are very simple. They're very easy to do. And they are based on a simple phrase, a simple question, and answering that question in a way that you want your manifestation to show up. And I know a lot of people are like, it's so simple. The thing is, it's so simple. It's something you're naturally doing anyways. So what happens when you are creating any story, and in this case, your specific person story, you are already running a story in your head. You're already talking to them about your day, what's going on in your life. You're wondering if they're going to go to, so-and-so's wedding with you or the barbecue this summer, or they're going to come to the family's picnic. Things like that you need to stop. Because in reality, with your best friend, you don't do any of those things. You just pick up the phone and go, yo, I got this barbecue to go to and I really don't want to go by myself. You want to be my third party? Yeah, because you really want your boyfriend, but you're asking your best friend. Or you really want your girlfriend, but you're taking your best friend. So your best friend becomes your wing person, your go-to person. And you aren't scripting any of this stuff in your head with them. So what I take is what you naturally do with your best friend, with your parents. You naturally don't have conversations in your head about them. You don't script things that they're going to do for you. You just kind of roll with the punches. So I'm an Alabama girl. Love my Alabama football. And during football season, I don't do any coaching calls on Saturday. Not a Chinaman's chance I'm going to do a coaching call on Saturday. Why would I change that even for my best friend who knows I'm going to watch football on Saturday? So she's going to call me up and go, hey, I got this party to go to on Saturday at 2 o'clock. And I'm like, are they going to have the Alabama game on? No. Yeah, you're going to have to find somebody else to do it because I ain't going to be there. I'm not going to jump through the hoops just to make my best friend happy. I'm going to be real, true, and honest. So when I am creating my specific story and my specific relationship, I'm going to want to be real, true, and honest. I look cute in a cowboy hat. I look cute in all kinds of hats. But I am not going to create this character that's not me. I'm not going to let this person think that I'm a cowgirl and that I want to live out on a ranch. Oh, hell no. They have snakes out there. No way, no how. I know somebody who's like, hey, I got this great guy. I'd love for you to meet him. And my daughter goes, not going to work. Why not? Mom can't live where he does. Well, why not? What is she going to do? And he's like, well, she's got 100 acres to play on. Yep, where's she going to go? There's no concrete. There's a gravel driveway. There's a front porch, I guess, but that's it. Everything else is gravel and grass. Not going to happen. So when I am creating a story for myself or my clients, I take what you guys naturally do. So are you a natural city person? Are you a natural country person? Are you somebody who loves the opera? Are you somebody who loves sports? Are you somebody who does the art galleries? Do you like to flea market? Because 6 months into the relationship, you're going to be trying to figure out a way to sneak off and do this stuff if you aren't upfront and honest. I am willing to try going to the mud races. Yeah, it's where apparently there's no windshield in the cars, there's no windows in the cars, and they race through the mud. You're going to get all muddy there from what I understand. I may be willing to go once. And then we'll have to think about it depending on how dirty I get. And then from there, you can go. Because if I get really dirty, you can go. Because it's not going to be fun for me. But I'm not going to stop you from doing something you want to do. So in the movie, How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days, it was doing everything wrong. You did everything wrong to drive the guy nuts. So he had poker night. No, he got boys' nights before you guys were in a relationship. Now that you're in a relationship, there is no more boys' night. You can't do that either. So your specific person's relationship, you need to take a look at how exactly you want this relationship to be. So do you want this to be a romantic relationship, an adventurous relationship, a physical relationship where you're out hiking, mountain climbing, camping, canoeing, kayaking? Do you want this to be a city relationship where you're going to the opera, the ballet, the art galleries? You have to look at what you naturally do 86,400 seconds a day. Then you describe your relationship with a short name. So you want a romantic relationship, and you want this to be a happy romantic relationship. Your short phrase is going to be, my husband and I have an amazing romantic relationship, or a happy romantic relationship. Whichever word you like, you can fit in there. But here's the thing. My husband Jared and I have this amazing romantic relationship. Then my question's going to be, why do I have a romantic relationship? And then my answer to my question is going to be praising it with the things that make me feel as if the relationship is romantic. I get amazing romantic poems through text messages. He sends me love letters in my email. He calls me and whispers sweet nothings into my ear. He is bringing me flowers and little gifts and sometimes chocolates. He's doing really nice things for me. He will plan on his day off. He'll check my schedule and he'll pencil himself in, and he'll schedule a picnic at the waterfall or a moonlight walk. Candlelight dinner at your favorite Italian restaurant. You know, they used to have the bottles on the table of the wine, and they put a candle in the top and it melts with the red checkered tablecloths. Now, I don't drink wine. It's not my forte. But that doesn't mean he can't order a bottle of wine to go with dinner. But I'm giving reasons to why he's romantic. So my order to Dave, my little minion, is Jared and I have an amazing romantic relationship. Well, Dave, in return, is saying, why do you have an amazing romantic relationship? Now I'm answering Dave as to what I want in that romantic relationship. So now Dave is giving me these amazing things in my relationship. So occasionally he comes home with flowers or chocolates. He'll surprise me with a picnic dinner on the floor in front of my electric fireplace. I mean, he'll even move the coffee table, which would be totally awesome. He'll also put it back too, because that would be even more awesome. If I wanted a outdoor adventurous relationship, again, I have this amazing adventurous relationship. Dave's asking me, why do you have this adventurous relationship? And you're answering Dave, because on our days off, we go hiking, we go kayaking, we go canoeing, we go rock climbing, we go camping on the weekends. We're doing bonfires, we're in archery tournaments, gun tournaments. We are, doing races on the weekend for marathons, half marathons, triathlons. We are swimming together. We're just out doing a lot of outdoor fun activities together. And you can build on those things that you do. Now, as much as that sounds nice, that's okay. The moonlight walk is great. The occasional hike through the woods I can do, but I can't do that every weekend. That would not be authentic to me. So you got to make sure that when you're describing this to Dave, you're being 100% authentic, because he's going to give it to Dawn to deliver. And then it's going to come to you and you're going to go, oh, I really don't want to go rock climbing. But you told your guy that you're a lot rock climbing. You love it. You're not an expert rock climber, but I love rock climbing. I'd like to be better at it. It's like saying you're a computer geek when you're not. You don't want to do something you don't want to do. If you just want a fun-filled, happy relationship, you can literally say, Jared and I have a happy relationship. Dave's going to ask why you have a happy relationship. Again, you're going to give your answers. You like to go to the movies and see comedies. You go to comedy shows. So one of my friends, Brandon, who is the author that I talk about in some of my earlier videos, who did the book, I helped him get his apartment. He does stand-up comedy. And even though, some of us are still in quarantine and these shows are not back open, it is still something you need to think about in the future. So there's a place in my town that does it. There's a place a couple towns over that does it. So Brandon goes to these different places on his days off and he does these comedy skits. Or in the evening on like Saturday when he's not working, he'll do the comedy skit Saturday night and Sunday. You can go to those things because it is getting out and about. Honestly, if you like doing the bar scene, that's fine. I'm not going to begrudge you with the bar scene, but you got to label it something other than the bar scene. We like to go out and have a really good time. So one of the bars in my town is got a pool table. So you could say, if you guys like to play pool, well, on the weekends and on our downtimes, we like to go shoot pool and have a couple of drinks. That's all right, as long as you are being authentic and 100% natural. But no matter what it is, your simple formula is to define your relationship in a one sentence that gives it a title. Jared and I are in a happy romantic relationship. Why are we in a happy romantic relationship? And I answer it. So your simple sentence, turn it into a question, and then praise why all of this is into your reality. So you are talking about things you don't like in your relationship. You have to drop it. You have to say that stuff, stop, because now we have this amazing relationship and you've got to continue talking about this absolutely positively amazing relationship. But to sit there and tell a guy that you're a cowgirl, that's wrong. I mean, I look cute. Absolutely positively look cute. But false eyelashes, makeup up the wazoo in my bathroom. I mean, it's all over my bathroom sink. I even have a shelf above my toilet that's going to show that I have a lot of makeup. Blonde hair, nails. Guys are going to look at you and go, okay, but you're saying you're a country girl and look how high maintenance you are. So are you really going to be able to get on the back of that horse? Are you really going to be able to go out on the farm and take a pitchfork and clean out the barn stalls? Honestly, being 100% real is the best thing you can do in a relationship. Because when you are real, just because I'm a city girl doesn't mean I won't get a country boy. It just means he knows that there's only going to be a certain amount of time I'm going to go out in that grass with him. I'm going to walk across the grass and I'm going to be scanning. So he's going to pick me up, throw me over his shoulder like a sack of potatoes, and run for the barn just to make a joke. That's what a real relationship is. Come on, you little city girl, let's go. We're going to go horseback riding. I'll carry you to the barn. And I'd be like, okay, am I going on your shoulders or piggyback? They can adapt as long as you are honest, you are truthful, and you are being very open about it. I'm not saying walk into the relationship and go, I'm a city girl and there's just no way you're going to get me out into the country with the barn because you see a guy in a cowboy hat and cowboy boots. He might be a city boy too, and he looks good in cowboy hats and cowboy boots just like I do. And we'd be even a better perfect match because we could go out looking really cute together. But when you create your stories, you've got to fill in your blanks. What is the name of your relationship? Are you married? Are you unhappily married? I said that wrong. Are you happily unmarried? Which means you're very happy in a relationship, but you don't need that piece of paper. So I'm going to clarify that one. You are happily married. You are happy without that piece of paper in your relationship. You are, living together. You are, define it. Romantic, blissful, adventurous, fun and games. Define the name of your relationship. For me, I want a relationship that's amazing, that is happy, that is romantic, and has adventure in it, but not the type of adventure that I'm going to have to go out every weekend and go rock climbing. Because honestly, I'm not going to mess up these nails for rock climbing. Bowling, I'll be more than happy to go to the bowling alley with you. I will sit there, I'll keep score, I'll praise you on your game, and I will fully be involved and enjoy myself. But to actually pick up a bowling ball and bowl, it's not my cup of tea. But that doesn't mean you can't be on the bowling league. So when you define your relationship and you make your simple statement, ask your simple question, and praise it, that is literally how you get it. And because you keep asking the same question over and over and over and over again. And I know people are going to tell me you don't need to do that. And I'm going to call bullshit. Because the more you ask that question, the better your life gets. When you stop making statements about how amazing your relationship is, how spoiled you are, how lucky you are, how blessed you are, all of a sudden you notice things aren't as amazing as they used to be. And as a result, that amazing relationship, now you had this fight, turned into another fight, turned into another fight. You're now growing apart. You're breaking up because you stopped doing that one little thing. Naming your relationship, constantly questioning why this is an amazing relationship, and praising that relationship. People who stay together for 50 or 60 years, it's not because they don't fight. It's because their one sentence is, I'm happily married. Their question, why am I happily married? Their reason, Mama's happy, everybody's happy. She's always doing nice things for me. You know what? She never forgets that I don't know how to tie my tie. And she's always got them pre-tied for me on my hanger. She lets me go out with the boys. She doesn't care if I take my motorcycle and go up to Sturgis once a year. As long as I am communicating with her and telling her everything that's going on in my life, it's great. I go bowling. She goes and paints. I go fishing. She sits on the boat and draws pictures or gets her paints and paints pictures. The thing is, we can always find stuff to do together even when we're totally opposites. I can be with a country boy and be honest about the fact that I don't really want to live on a 100-acre ranch, but I'm willing to give as long as there is some form of concrete where I can go sit outside. I could do videos. I can enjoy the sunrise, the sunset. I can paint. I can barbecue. I can just sit out there and listen to the birds. But what I'm not going to do is tell him I can live out in the country and there is grass for miles and miles and miles and gravel. I can't do it. I would not be able to step foot out of the house without freaking out because of my fear of snakes. And you get out into the country, you're going to have a fear of snakes. I mean, I dated a country boy. He said, I'll get you your own gun. I don't like them either. And I was like, oh, nice. Just because we're different doesn't mean we can't get along. So create your short story, ask your questions, persist in asking that question before you get into the relationship, while you're amplifying that relationship, and after you are in that fully committed relationship, because that is how you stay there. You guys have an absolutely positively amazing day. I love you. Again, subscribe, smash the like button, share my videos, and as always, tell me how what I'm sharing with you is drastically changing your life for the better.